whatever, Halloween costume. He was acting like he was Raphael and whatnot. You know, that didn't go nowhere. But
I'm making such quick cash doing this side hustle. How? It was super easy. It only took me
Danny constantly puts on for the West Coast, you know what I'm saying? But in the grand scheme of things, they kind of look down on Danny B. They don't reciprocate that love that he throws. Think about it, Danny was one of the first ones, West up, West up, West up. Besides them, you know what I'm saying? Danny was like West up. Think about it, bro. It's hard for Danny to even get on URL. Like the fact, like yo, fans literally had to make URL while Danny wrote. I'm trying to really think about that. No one else, I don't even think that even happened to. Like the fans backed Danny so hard over the years. You know what I'm saying? You don't have no choice but to believe I start rocking on him. Cause it was just like, yo, bro, we gonna blow you motherfuckers phones up. We gonna be blogging on you. We gonna get crazy if y'all don't put this nigga down. Cause clearly this nigga is fire. You know what I'm saying? So it sucks, you know what I'm saying? It sucks. Because I can see Danny battling Rum Nitty. I can see, like, I don't really know no more because Danny got so much better, bro. I can't even say that. He got so much better. What? Danny Myers and Rum Nitty. And then it's just like, Danny, you be catching L's you shouldn't be catching, I feel like, bro. Like, not at this point in your career. It's real critical, man. You know, he be going for that champion of the year. He always falls short of it. I feel like Danny Myers needs this battle more than Rum Nitty. But I feel like Rum Nitty is so fire though, and I don't think he's gonna play with Danny Myers. That's why this is crazy because on one side, people don't want to battle Danny Myers. They feel like it's a waste of time. They feel like they gonna get nowhere if they battle him. They don't help their brand none. But at the same time, it's like y'all know that nigga will earth you niggas if y'all stand in front of him. So I don't know if it's a waste of time for these battle rappers or if they are scared because they know if anybody gonna come 100%, mine's gonna do the Wilson battle. It's gonna be it's gonna be Danny. I just thought about the frack battle. There's always like one or two stupid battles holding Danny back. I swear to God there is, bro. There's always some dumb shit, man. And that comes from him battling every 35 and a half hours. If you're gonna keep it real, that's where it comes from. You know what I'm saying? This is, you know what? I should have actually called Danny and asked him, did he have any battles the week before? Like, word, because we at the point now where that actually matters, Danny. Like I'm not even excited seeing that you're battling this person because I want to know when your battle is prior to that. Because knowing you, it'll fuck around and be 2 days before or some shit like that. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I generally don't know. You're the only battle that I have to worry about that with. Like, yo, if Danny Myers could book 5 battles in a week, he would. You know what I'm saying? That's my word, he would. And would swear to God he's going to win all 5 of them. You know what I'm saying? So it's like with Danny, it's scary. Rum's not going to do all of that. Rum Nitty ain't gonna do all of that. He gonna focus on Danny, do what he gotta do, and keep pushing. Danny is the one that be making all these weird ass fucking moves where it's just like, yo, bro, come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, are you focusing on Rum, or do you gotta battle Rum Nitty, then you gotta battle To Kill a Tammy, then after that you gotta battle Hennessy Ham. You know what I'm saying? Then you got some Charlie Ciroc over here the next day. Like that's the only thing about this. You know what I'm saying? Besides that, though, this should be a classic right here. Damn, Danny needs this one. This would be a great win for Danny Myers to beat Rum Nitty. This would be a great win. This would be a great win if Danny beats Rum Nitty, yo. Great win. Rum Nitty don't be fucking up like that. When they don't be losing like that. Damn, bro. Who y'all got in the comments, man? Drop me y'all got in the comments, man. Damn, you're Rum Nitty. This is hard. This is a hard one. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. This is a hard one right here, bro. This is hard. And I don't care what nobody says either. All that llama being in time machine, I'll make you investment in the future. I don't care if it makes sense. It was dope when he said this shit to me, but I don't give a fuck. Damn. I don't want to say I got Danny that I look stupid. Don't be real to me. I don't want to say I got Danny that I look stupid out here, brother. It's from Nitty, son. It's from Nitty, son. Y'all gonna kill me. I got Danny 2-1. Fuck it. I don't care. I got Danny. I think the rebuttal. I think the freestyle. I think the angle. I think Danny has a better overall battle rap repertoire than Rum Nitty does. And that's a fact. I just think that Rum Nitty is so creative. You know what I mean? It's different. It's different. It's different. I'm rocking with Danny 2 on this, bro, because he needs it. Danny needs it at this point, bro. I got Danny Myers. Who y'all got, man? They can fuck my mouth. Vaping can deliver toxic metals like nickel and lead into your lungs. That's metal. In your lungs.
Loser, just dropped out.
Once again, we've got this money thing right here. Money of some kind. Looks like the map's just kind of cut off here. In the mid stadium at all, but I can't believe we have the full map pretty much leaked already. Heading over to Twitter, we have links. Anyway, this is supposedly what it's going to look like, and honestly, it looks so much more dense. So this was made by El Chicken Boy and JT Swan. We go back again. It's not as accurate as the actual map, but he drew the line, drew over the map to really give us an idea of how big this place is. It looks tremendously large, to say the least. It looks properly dense. The only kind of dead zone in the map seems to be like the middle area of the map, which again is probably just like big country bits. You've got to have that. And in the middle of the map, I don't know. We'll have to see how we feel about that. It's also just the full proper scale of the map. So here is it next to Palm City. As you can see, again, it's still even then quite hard to judge. One thing that's glaringly obvious is that the city of the new map is huge. It's connected, it's dense, it's populated. It looks really tight-knit city streets. When you go to Palm City, they had the big gap in the middle with the water to kind of break it up. The city was a decent size, but it wasn't large scale, kind of like this city's looking here. Everything looks kind of connected, only broken up by like a water stream. Its longest highway in straight line was pretty much this piece right here, and if with similar scales, I'm going to say that this is definitely going to be longer, and we can get much more high-speed runs here. So the Need for Speed maps, I personally think, have always been absolutely incredible. They focus on having kind of every element available. You've got your highways, you've got your drift roads, you've got your city, and you've got basically all the things things you would want to drive on. This is probably like mountainous roads up here. Again, we're going based off of squiggles on a map, but by the road itself, again, the oval here, there's little things you can pick out. This is definitely a drift road right here. It looks like there's basically everything you could want. That I will say one glaring omission that I would love to see. We need an airport, something like that. I don't know. I just feel like if there's a racetrack, there's a stadium, we need an airport, and then maybe it's Criterion, they'll do another airport expansion. Here's another screenshot that we actually got a bit of a leak of, just to point out a few things. It looks like there's the kind of locations hovering above the map. Clearly, once again, the city line. We've got the different multicolored kind of autumn trees, which looks super sick, and of course the city line. Now again, I've got to jump in and say, just like I did with the previous video, the game is not going to look like this. This is pretty obvious to the majority of people. We don't know how early this leak is. It doesn't make sense to judge the game based on this, especially if you didn't judge it based upon the earlier stuff as well, but you get an idea. They're kind of molding it together. I believe these leaks. I can't understand what else this could be. It wouldn't make sense. Once again, we've got this money thing right here. Money of some kind. Looks like the map's just kind of cut off here. The car looks properly damaged. It's another thing. There's never really been significant crazy damage in Need for Speed. So I wonder, is Criterion trying to push this more? Because I know a lot of Criterion people think, yes, damage! Best thing ever! Crash cam! Crash! Don't you dare. Don't you dare. So jumping back to this right here, we can see, in case you're wondering, this is a Ferrari FXXK, possibly the Evo, can't really tell. It looks pretty naff. In some kind of tube, spinning round and round. Man, this is a Criterion game. Again, I imagine this is just like placeholder stuff, like just testing. Testing is what this is. I don't understand where this could have come from other than like testing. However, the thing that you'll notice is the mini-map actually looks pretty much the same. It's got the same garage icon as heat, I believe. The only other icon I can really make out is the spray can. The spray can kind of reminds me, maybe it's one of those areas where you find like the graffiti on the wall and you collect it and you get it as a vinyl. The thing that is new, however, is the speedometer. It looks like the damage is still here. That looks like damage next to the nitrous. In fact, big shout out to this guy for recreating the speedo in ridiculous quality. That looks insane. I don't understand how you got that much detail from the damn thing. It looks basically ideal. However, this is apparently the speedo. Of course, we've seen it in...
It's okay that we're here.
It's okay that you're here. It's good.
I'm not parked illegally.
You're parked very illegally. Get the feelings in watching Star Wars on Disney Plus.
With Star Wars, Marvel, Pixar, and more, you'll get the feeling too. Only on...
Of course, we've seen it in the leaked footage, and we've got ourselves the damage. The damage does seem to be returning in Need for Speed. How do you feel about this? I personally don't really mind. I think the damage system really added some suspense to how the game plays. Something worth noting, of course, is this stuff. So what are these around the gauge? Of course, we've got NOS. The NOS bottle seems maybe about in line with where this is, so I'm guessing maybe it's not. Here's another look at a map created by a community member, just another outline map, except this one has a little bit more detail in that it has the land kind of mass areas. So we can kind of get an idea where water is and the breakup of the map. So these little ones are basically to show you where the safe houses are, or at least what we think is safe houses. And then, of course, you've got a nice river. You've got lots of bridges connecting the islands, which again, super sick. Another slightly modified version showing you kind of major highways as such. Again,
Play with me. Play with me, I subbed.